The markets are absolutely crazy, guys. Literally 2 days ago, we put out the Alpha Weekly, and I've been saying MU is a buy for about 4 weeks now. If we look at MU, no, actually longer, I think 5 weeks now. MU is trading at 650 as I'm making this video. Volume has been amazing. Everything's been looking great. I believe we first called this out at about 350-ish right here. So if you've been a part of the Alpha Weekly, you have made over 84% to date in the last month from MU. But what I decided to do this last week, 2 days ago, I put out the Alpha Weekly and I talk about the S&P 500. I talk about kind of what's going on with the economy and I give you my top five buys. And instead of MU, I put AMD. And I give you some basic information of what's going on. But when I made this post, AMD was priced at 357. And if we look at AMD today, they just had earnings, we're priced at 410. So at 357 was right in this area right here, you are up 14%. And basically, when I put this out on Sunday, so Monday, we dipped all the way down to 344. I said the entry zone is over here, 350 to 360. So people, if they read this and they take action, they buy what the Alpha Weekly tells you to buy, and you make money. So congratulations. If you're not a part of the Alpha Weekly, I would highly recommend instead of buying your coffee every day for $1, join the Alpha Weekly. It's $1 a day, $29 a month. It's actually cheaper than coffee, and you can make a lot of money doing it if you just read and understand what I'm seeing with the charts. So let's kind of look at some other things today that we've been talking about, like Mora stock, for example. I've been giving Mara to everyone, basically making posts that I believe, we're going to go from $12, which I made a post yesterday. I can show you right here. Here we go. Yesterday, Mara, current price $12, huge open gap of volume, eyeing $15 to $16. You can see the open gap of volume right here. And you can see we've started to make the move. We got as high as 1290 today, but see how there's no volume in this area? So we should get a fast move up to like 14, but ultimately I'm looking for $15 to $16 right here. The stochastic is pointing up, which is great. The RSI looks very bullish right now. It looks strong. And if we look at the MACD, you can see that the blue line has crossed above the red line, which is a great sign for the daily. So we should get some big moves here very soon, especially if Bitcoin keeps climbing. Okay. Another one that we have talked about recently would be SoFi. So if we look at SoFi real quick, you can see that obviously their earnings were great, but it sold off. Wall Street did not like it for whatever reason, but we made a higher low, which is a great sign. So you could see here, we've made a higher low. The earnings were great, except one thing about like Galileo or something, like they lost a contract, but they're making money in so many other places, a part of SoFi's platform. So the revenue's gone up, the customer base has gone up, everything has gone up. Stochastic right here looks like it's ready to, the momentum's ready to go up. MACD, blue line into the red. We want to see that U shape, which is starting to form for a big move. The RSI is trading at 40. I will not sell any SoFi at all right here. I'm really waiting until at least $27, $28 to take my profit on SoFi. Looking over at Dogecoin, which I have recently bought a lot more of when it was priced around 10 to 10.3, right around 10 cents. Right now it trades at 11.35. Okay. So again, this could cool off here. You can see the daily stochastic is coming down. The MACD might curl. The RSI is very overbought, which is unfortunate. We got as high as 76. We're at 74 right now. It might just cool off for a day or so before that makes the next run up to 13 to 14 cents. That's really what I'm looking for. The volume has been great, but now it has slowly died off the last couple of days. If we look at a weekly, we think more long term, this looks actually really good to buy and hold right here. Why? Because we have a MACD that has crossed on a weekly bullish. Last time this happened, it went up and it stayed up. Happened over here. The volume, though, made this big move right here, you could see. We had a ton of volume. Here's the problem right now. And right here, you see the cross, we had a ton of volume. The RSI got overbought basically. So once we get above 82 or like 80, honestly, on the weekly, that's really when I'm going to start looking to take profit on Dogecoin. We're at 46 right now. Everything looks bullish except one thing. The one thing that doesn't look as bullish is the volume. We barely crept above the blue line right here, but this week we need to get above this blue line at the end of this week. If the volume dies off, then I think Dogecoin will also die off, unfortunately. And then we're just going to have to wait till more volume kicks in. But I love the U rounded bottom right here. It looks like the floor is in for Dogecoin, kind of like what it did over here in the past. We have a lot of great examples here of what's happened. We also have this big move right here. You know, when it touches the 200 EMA, that's a great sign. It back tests it. Right now, we're actually below the 200 EMA. So we could be in a situation like this where we get above it and we back test it. Time will tell. Or we could be in like this situation where we're below it, come up, back test it, then go up again, back test it here, then go up. So right now, I'm very bullish on Dogecoin. We got to get above the 200 EMA, obviously, which is about 14 to 15 cents. So, you know, we could run up to 16, 17, and then it pulls back and starts creating that next major move. Okay. So that's my update I want to give you guys. Yeah, I mean that we're pretty heavy in Doge right now. SoFi, Mara stock. I also bought a little bit of Con L this morning. It's a leverage Coinbase option. Um, so I bought at 359 and then again at 342, or no, excuse me, 842. So, you know, this is just trading sideways, waiting for a big move. The volume is high right now, which is good to see. But again, I think this will move fast and and it's leverage. So it's not like a long-term hold. It's more like, okay, let's see if we can get, you know, if we get up to 12, 13 bucks, that's a 40 to 50% gain, which can happen very quickly. You can see the moves on this thing. This is a weekly time frame. So right here, this was about a month. It was about a 300% move. And then if we go over here, this was another month, month and a half, was about 230% move. This was from October 2023 all the way to March 2024. So not even a year, 773% move. So every time it bottoms, it moves pretty fast. September 2024 to December 2024, a couple months, about 300% move. And then we had this move right here, April 2025, all the way to July 2025, right? So couple months, 700% move, guys. So yeah, I added some money into this. I'll wait for a big move, at least 200% return. And then I'll think about selling. But again, we have the indicators, we have the buy sell indicator as well. If you guys want more information on this or you want to meet one-on-one over Zoom, make sure you join the gold tier or the echelon tier. Read it, make sure it's a good fit for you. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Of course, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, all my own opinion. And I hope you have a great day.